Well, proper football is back this weekend. This international break, finally we get rid of it. And for the last time, of course, this year, we are talking about how to beat Burnley this week on Where Robins Walk. We're also asking the question, are Bristol City overperforming? How does the XG compare to what they should be getting? Summer transfer window, we're asking these for their final grade on how good it was. Now we've managed to see everybody. And it is Championship Manager merry-go-round season, potentially this international break. So which managers do we rate? We've got Liam and Ethan back to discuss all of that. Looking forward to the Burnley game, Liam?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one. It'll give us a bit more of an indication to where we are as a team. So yeah, I think it's early kickoff as well. So yeah, it'll be a good one.
2 weeks ago, when we last saw you, Ethan, you've just beaten Norwich and ended their big run at home. Here was the team that beat them, or the starting 11 that beat them. What do you need to do in order to beat Burnley? Because they like to have they like to play possession-based football. They don't do too much with it. But do you need to adapt this team at all?
I think it'll be similar. I think it's about containing. Burnley will at their place will want to keep the ball and they want to contain possession. So I think we just keep our discipline about us and break like we did at Norwich. I think that was really effective. I think out of possession we pressed really well, and then when they had the ball, I think we defended excellently. So more of the same.
Nakhi Wells, Liam, is undroppable at the moment, isn't he? Some form he's in.
Yeah, 100%. I dare I say he's keeping the doubters quiet.
Last week you talked about that midfield pairing of Knight and McGuane. They're going to be busy in this one, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Burnley are going to have, like Ethan just said, they're going to try and keep the ball, but I think we just got to take the game to them and unsettle them. I think if we unsettle them, I think we'll have a good chance.
Okay, Ethan, what else tactically would you like to see in this game? Because at home, need some more wins coming at Ashton Gate, don't we?
100%. And I think a big thing is if we do take the lead at Turf Moor, I want us to keep playing football. I think that's one of the biggest things with Bristol City for the last however many years. You go 1-0 up and you sit back and you stop playing football and you invite all this pressure, and then it's the same result every time. I just really want us to bring the game to Burnley, like Liam said, take an early advantage, and then you keep playing football.
Absolutely. Okay, we're also asking whether you've overperformed or not this year. So we've got a chart here from Opta analyst Liam, which looks at all the teams and their XG within games and calculates their expected points based on the goals they should have scored versus the goals they did. As you can see here, the expected one is in purple and the actual one is in red. So as good as you've done. Obviously, this is before the Norwich game. You have underperformed statistically according to XG. Does that match what you've watched on the pitch?
Yeah, I would say so. Like we've said in the past about turning draws into wins, I think we have drawn too many games. If we'd have had the ball in the net a few more times, definitely the Stoke game, Sheffield Wednesday, Hull. All games that we should really have been winning. So I think it's there or thereabouts. I think probably where we are on the table probably is how we're performing.
Yeah, Ethan, does that surprise you? As even though you are up there and having a great season, that even the stats say you should be even higher?
Not at all. I think it's definitely right. I think we've joined way too many games. I think it's 7 at the minute, which is not what you want to be doing anywhere in the table. So. Yeah, it's frustrating when there's so many winnable games, that we've had, like Liam mentioned, Hull, Sheffield Wednesday, just a few of them, that you should be coming away 3 points, and it is frustrating when that don't go your way. But yeah, I'm happy with where we are at the minute, to be fair.
Yeah, I did laugh when we saw this because, of course, on XG alone, you are 11th in the table, which is exactly where you always end up, isn't it? Okay, all right. Cheers for that. Just want to talk about championship midfielders as well. There's also been a graph been done here of the chances or the good chances that midfielders put through in terms of quality balls, in terms of the amount they put through and the quality they put through as well. And we can see Knight there hovering around the kind of the the origin. Is a key part of your success going forward now going to be that midfield and threading these balls through? Because whilst we can see Knight on there, with that, it's the only Bristol City midfielder I think we can pick out on there, Liam.
Yeah, I think it's all well and good sliding these balls through for the likes of Wells, Mulu, Armstrong. I think we need to start chipping a few goals from midfield as well. That helps any team, especially with where the coaching staff want us to be. I think statistically, we need to be scoring more from midfield. Someone needs to do it. Unfortunately, I don't really think we've got a goal scorer midfielder. That's one place we lack. People say Twine. I wouldn't really say Twine was a midfielder, and at the moment, he scored one goal. I know he's injured at the moment, but one goal since he's come in for me is uninspiring a little bit, considering the amount of money that we've put out for him, chased him all summer. So yeah, I think a goal scorer midfielder is definitely something that we lack.
Right. All right. Cheers for that, both of you. We've come to the end. We've come to a third of the way through the season now, so I think it's the final time we'll ask you this. But the summer transfer window, you've now had a chance, I think, to see most of the players that you bought. So it's a good opportunity before we look ahead to the next window for you to actually now finally give your score out of 10 on how good it was based on the players you brought in and how good they have been. Ethan, out of 10?
I'd give it a solid 8. I'm thinking we definitely strengthened what we needed to strengthen. I do think that certain players haven't maybe made the impact they should have. Armstrong being probably the main one. Scott Twine another. I think he's been really below par from what we saw of him last year. But yeah, I think on a whole, the business of Earthy, McGuane, Mayulu, when he gets firing, I think, yeah, it's a really good window. You, of course, as well. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me.
Okay, Liam?
Yeah, I was going to say about a 7. Like Ethan said, there's some that haven't performed. But the one player I do want to see signed permanently is definitely got here, Hirokawa. We have to turn that loan into a permanent come January, I think. Otherwise, someone else will snap him up.
Absolutely. What a very handy player in particular, wasn't it? Well done. Yeah. Right. Finally, then, it is a crazy season of sacking managers, usually in this international break. So we're asking you, if Liam Manning was, and that's not going to happen, of course, but if Liam Manning was to leave for any reason, which current Championship manager would you highly prioritise chasing the most? Forget about whether you could attain them or not, but who do you rate in this league? Ethan?
Well, I would have said Mark Robbins too. Genuinely would have. And I think if and the unlikely event of Manning getting sacked, you go straight for him. I think it was a disgrace from Coventry to sack him. I think they've got to know their place a little bit. He's done so much for the club and stuff like that, and it's a really poor decision for me. But yeah, it'd be Mark Robbins.
Okay. Liam?
It's a toss-up between two for me. I know Carrick's a bit hit and miss at times, but I do like what he's trying to do at Middlesbrough, so Michael Carrick would be on my shortlist. And Calderon from West Brom. He's gone in now. I think he's done a very, very good job with them.
Right. Okay. Great shouts, both of you. Drop your comments below as to who you rate as well. We're glad to have proper football back, of course, this week. Enjoy your game against Burnley, you guys, and we'll see you guys at home watching in 7 days' time when we're here to review how that game has gone. As we head to the Christmas fixtures, that feels weird to say, doesn't it? Got your tree up yet, Liam?
Absolutely not.
Good. We'll see you in 7 days' time. Nice one.